All right, here we are back on Goal Getters. I'm your host, John Rustino, along with my friend and co-host, John Fidel. Hey, John.
Hello, John. It's Friday night.
It's nice. Cool outside, right? We got some refreshing wind.
Not bad. It's going to be like that for a few days.
Good, because those 90s kill me. They're tough, man.
Yeah, they are. They're very tough.
91. It was hotter here than everywhere. The other day, I think.
Parts of the south and the southwest, yeah.
Yeah, it was like 92 with high humidity. Robin, hello. Are you here today?
I am here.
All right, good. Good. That's nice.
We're sharing like usual.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Good
yeah.
to see you.
And you'll be checking the message board when the
Yes,
of course.
The message board is always.
And you have a lot of stuff we're gonna ask you later on. You and Wade both. Wade's here. Hey, Wade.
Hey, how are you guys?
Hey, Wade.
We're good. How you doing?
It's a beautiful day.
Yeah, it really is. It's a nice day outside. I know we keep saying that, but man, you know who it's a beautiful day for also? Every time this time of year is Bobby Bonilla.
Yes, sir.
It's an outstanding day for Bobby Bonilla. If you don't know who Bobby Bonilla is, well, he played for the Pirates to start. Then he went to the Mets.
To the Mets, yeah.
And when the Mets got him in 2000, well, no, I take that back. In 2000, the year 2000, the Mets agreed to buy him out. And it's funny because all they needed to buy him out was the remainder of a $5.9 million contract. Instead of paying Bonilla the $5.9 million, they decided to make annual payments of $1.2 million for the next 25 years, starting July 1st, 2011, with 8% interest.
Yes.
So they deferred it all the way to 2011. And at the time, though, the Mets were in the middle of they got conned by Bernie Madoff, and with that what was that Ponzi scheme?
Yes.
And so I think that was part of this why they deferred, and it's part of the reason why they had to sell. You know.
And that's why the Mets were dumpster sellers for years because of that.
Yes, until they were. Yeah, Bernie Madoff really took care of the Mets, better than the Yankees or anyone else could have. He destroyed them he destroyed a lot of people though in a lot of places, and that's why he sits in prison, I believe, for life. So, you know, what's up, Wade?
Well, I was just going to say he destroyed the Mets and he destroyed very rich people.
Yeah.
This
Yes.
is why he's in prison. If he did that to poor people, he wouldn't be.
No, he would be.
Not at
He'd be
all.
businessman of the year. He'd be celebrated. They probably would have bailed him out somehow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming the government would have gave him cash, and he would have been celebrated.
He'd be on his way.
Oh yeah, he'd probably own a team by now.
Probably
Good old
2 or
Bernie
3.
Madoff. Yeah. So all right, so that's
Madoff.
so that's Madoff for you. But you know what? Bobby Bonilla is not the only guy who got these kind of deals.
Rick DiPietro got one.
Oh, he kind of. Well, there's people in Major League Baseball that got the same deal as Bonilla, and this is funny. Brett Saberhagen, who was a Met, this was the inspiration of the Bonilla deal. The Mets paid him. Well, the Mets are paying him $250,000 a year for the next 25 years, and that lasts now until 2029.
Yeah, not a bad deal.
No, Max Scherzer, another one with the Nationals. He's going to receive $105 million total from the Nationals, paid out until 2028. Mm-hmm. Manny Ramirez receives $24.2 million total from the Red Sox all the way till 2026.
This is like a trickle-down effect, and it's going to go on for quite a while, I think, with other players.
Well, I don't know. I think, though, the cap might have killed that.
Yeah.
You can't do that anymore. The luxury tax, the caps in all the sports, they don't allow you to defer. You know what I mean? To play out like this. I'm surprised the Yankees aren't on this list. I'm stunned
I'm very surprised
that they haven't done this. And the last one, and one of the greats, Ken Griffey Jr., he will receive $3.5 million from the Cincinnati Reds every year through 2026 as the deferral of his 9-year, $116 million contract in 2000. They were playing games back then, though. I mean, and it made sense for the times. You say, okay, Griffey, I want to keep you 9 years, 116. I don't have to pay you till 2011. So okay, we'll I guess they'll do that. And here they are. Time to pay the bill.
They're paying the bill now, so.
But the sports league stepped in, every one of them, to stop it because it kind of does hurt. It hurts everything. I mean, as far as even just competitiveness. When that's happening.
They can't keep doing this. I don't think they will, but
No, they can't. It's
No,
over now.
it's
They're
over
banned.
now, so.
They stopped that a little while ago. But that was that, and it's Bobby Bonilla Day every July 1st. He kind of has the, with Canada Day, he's got July 1st. But don't forget, there's probably days that we should have for Manny, Max Scherzer, Saberhagen, and Griffey, because they're getting paid in the same
I'm
way.
sure they could buy a lot of hot dogs with that.
Well, yeah, they could buy a lot of stuff, man. But anyways, that was the Mets. I never liked the Mets, so I was good with it. But I don't even know what. But anyways, they're good now this year a little bit. They're not that great. They're doing all right.
They're not great. No.
Yeah, I mean,
They're good.
in comparison to the other guys in New York City.
Find out tonight.
Well, we I don't know. The Yankees the other night with that 7-run, they score 7 in the top of the first, or in the bottom of the first, then give up 7 in the top of the ninth, and that was a tough one.
Yeah.
That's a tough
Kind of
loss.
like watching a softball game almost.
Oh, but I just terror. Yeah, it was horrible. I watched some of it, and then I watched Chapman do what he's been doing, and nah, that was it. Let's get off of that though.
Yeah.
That was Bobby Bonilla Day. You know what? We're gonna go to the Stanley Cup Finals
Sure.
that we have going on now, and it's of course Montreal taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning.
I think it's going to be over early. I just see Tampa sweeping.
You think they're
They're just-
tonight?
They're just too big and strong.
Tonight's game, game 3 at 8 o'clock in Montreal. I mean, Dominic Ducharme is finally back. He's missed. Luke Richardson was the acting head coach, and Ducharme finally gets back. He's been gone a while,
Yeah.
so he gets back. If they're going to win one, I think it'll be tonight. Game 3 and
You could make a
the Bell
difference
Center.
in the team.
A little energy, I hope. You would
Yeah.
think they're going to have a lot of energy because they're obviously the Stanley Cup's on the line tonight. You want to go down 3-0. So let's go over what happened game 2 a little bit. You're watching some video of it. Tampa Bay wins the game 3-1. Go up 2-0. Montreal's Nick Suzuki scores another one of their good young players. He gets a goal. Harry Price stops 20 out of 23 shots. But then you go to Tampa. Cirelli scores. These guys are making money. This guy's a big defenseman, I believe, Cirelli, or I think he is. I can't even tell, number 81.
I like him a lot.
Yeah. So these guys, this is what happens though when you get a window. You got a window on these guys. Blake Coleman, another goal for him. Palat scores again. They're going to make big contracts. They're playing for not only to win the cup, but think of the money that's coming. Because Cirelli's going to either stay there or go somewhere else and make huge contract.
Tampa being in the finals for another couple of years. You see that.
Well, Vasilevsky, of course, stopped 42 of 43 shots, and he's the best goalie in the world, and he proves it all the time. And we were talking about this off air about how when you play for them, they know really. Some nights all they need is 2 goals, most times 3, and they're going to win a game.
Once in a while, 1.
Oh, yeah, right. So you don't need much. And if you watch them, this is why teams like them can take chances where other teams can't. Because they know behind them, I mean, you got a brick wall.
They're clicking on all cylinders. They know when to score and when lay back.
Yeah, well, look at this goal here. I believe that's Blake Coleman, who, that was at the end of a period. I think that was the end of the second. That was basically a buzzer beater. There it is. Yeah, it was like with a second left or whatever. That's just all pure hustle there, and will, and want. And that's Blake Coleman, who will be a free agent also.
Paid well.
Well, you got Blake Coleman, you got Yanni Gord, and the other guy. It's a good group. A fourth line. Montreal, on the other hand, they're a team of fourth line.
Yes.
Because even when you think about it, they have done so much with little that they have to be, they got to be applauded for that.
A lot of the guys are like from fourth lines from other teams, basically, most of the guys.
Yeah. I just think that if the Toronto Maple Leafs are watching the series, this is what they had happened. They were in this position.
Yes.
Game 3, or whatever you want to say, is where they started to choke. So we'll see if Montreal... I don't know if Montreal has anything up their sleeve. I don't know how they could. I mean, they're obviously playing the same game they played.
I mean, I'm sure
You know?
teams that are not in it right now, I'm sure they're watching and learning their mistakes, what they did.
Yeah.
To get better for the following season.
I'd also say they're probably watching also to pick up on what Montreal did,
Yeah.
how they were able to shut down the Leafs and the Jets and Vegas.
And a lot of their guys are like free agents that they brought
Yeah.
in last year.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Cole Caulfield, perfect example. That kid's only making 800 grand, and soon he'll be making $8 million a year.
Yeah.
So you have the window. They're in that 2-year window right now. This is year 1. There's 2 more years left of that window. Suzuki's the same thing. So now if they're smart, they'll go to Caulfield and say, let's sign you up now. Like they did with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins I saw in Edmonton. They gave him 7-8 years for $5 million.
So he's all set for the rest of his life.
Yeah, his career. If he likes Edmonton, he stays. Robin, your thoughts on the series so far?
It's been lopsided so far, but I kind of expected that. Obviously, Tampa's been dominating, but I wouldn't be surprised if Montreal snuck in a game somewhere. I definitely think Tampa will win the series, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Montreal come out with some energy tonight and shock them.
Yeah. Wade, you were right about Vasilevsky. I think that was what you said a while ago. You know, and seems to be what happening.
Yeah.
You know?
Goaltenders when having this is the Sabres problem. I mean, we need a goaltender to compete, and they are obviously the best goaltender in the league is in the Stanley Cup Finals, so you can't argue that point.
No, you can't. You always need a goalie.
Yeah, look at Buffalo. As soon as Ryan Miller left, that was it for them for 11 years. So,
Well, Maple Leafs
That
was
makes a
Belfour.
difference.
When Belfour left, they still haven't recovered. Yeah, it is the most important, I guess, in like quarterbacks in football,
yes.
and maybe a pitcher in baseball. You know, on a given day when you have an ace, but the goalie and the quarterback, I always feel like are the you're not going to win the Super Bowl without a quarter. You know,
Just like a guard in basketball. They're like the quarterbacks.
Once or
Twice, yeah.
You had Trent Dilfer with that amazing Ravens defense.
Yeah.
And you had Brad Johnson.
Yeah, Brad Johnson.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, remember that?
So it's very rare that happens though in the NFL with
Yeah.
quarterback.
It's like 2 out of 56 or whatever the hell it's been, and I can't believe there's that many Super Bowls already. Jesus. But that tonight at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock start, Game 3. If you love the NHL, I mean, this is it. It's all on the line tonight.
I know where I'll be.
Yeah, because if Tampa wins, like I said, it's over. There's no way they're dropping. They're not going to drop the next 4. So
No, it's impossible.
I think, once again, if Tampa gets through the first 10 minutes, it's 0-0. They're going to win the game.
That's how it's basically been for the whole playoffs for them.
I don't see Vasilevsky he don't care. I mean, there's no nerves.
No.
Why would there be nerves anymore for a guy like him? He's been there and done it all at this point. So, tonight, 8 p.m., I'll be watching, of course, and everyone will. I mean, you got to if you like NHL hockey. And the only other thing I can say is about this series, to me, is there's some like X factors Montreal has sometimes, and I feel like it's Corey Perry and those guys. Sometimes, man, they just they can will them to a win.
Oh yeah,
Grind
it out.
Yeah, it's a good group. Their fourth line of Stahl, and it's an old line, but Stahl, Perry, and whomever else doesn't even matter is on the other side. But no, that'll be tonight. Stanley Cup Finals, 8 p.m. And it's the Canadiens against the Lightning. We're going to switch over now to the NBA and the Phoenix Suns series, which is over. The Suns did win that series 4-2, and they await the winner of the Bucks and Hawks. The finals start on July 8th, by the way.
Yes.
So this game 6, the Suns win 130-103. Let me go down as to what happened here. I'm going to give you the stats on the game itself. The Clippers, Maurice Morris with 26 points, Paul George with 21, Reggie Jackson at 13. That is without of course, Kawhi, who's been out for a while now, so there's nothing you can do. He's gone. The Phoenix Suns, though, Booker had 22, Crowder with 19, Ayton had 16 points with 17 rebounds, and Chris Paul with 41.
Yeah.
Now, Chris Paul he's had so much disappointment playoff time. It's funny that he beat the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
Those people got to be sick. All the he's always had Houston. He's been considered a choke.
Some kind of downfall for
Yeah,
him.
he's been considered a choke. He's been considered, you know how it is, great player but can't win. And it was kind of nice for him on that night to get over the hump of the Western Conference Finals.
Kind of pulling for him. See what he,
Yeah. No, it was, and then we had an incident with I almost said Patrick, with Beverly, where and you're going to get to witness it. Paul George, yeah. Chris Paul had an outstanding game. I mean, he was it was almost like magical for him. Everything he put up went in. And you look at the highlights of this guy. How look what he's doing. I mean, I think that's Paul George. I mean, he's just, and he's 38 years old.
38.
Yeah. There's one play where I think we're going to get to see where we might see it. He comes down the baseline. We might get to see it here. It's incredible how he goes behind his back, and everyone goes the other way, and he sat there for about a 3-footer. And,
he's playing like a 28-year-old, not a 38-year-old.
Robin, what do you think of this series so far? Or it's over. What do I mean? What you saw, especially Game 6.
Yeah, I was happy.
Here it is, right here. See, look, he went behind his back. I think they might show it in slow motion. I don't know, but yeah. So there was. Here it is. Look at it. It fooled everyone. Yeah. Go ahead, Robin. I'm sorry I cut you off.
No, that's okay. I've enjoyed this series a ton. Rooting for the Suns because our son is a Suns fan, or a Devin Booker fan. I mean, I'm really impressed with the way that they have played, in particular, Chris Paul, with this hanging over him, and pretty much having his legacy on the line here as to, is he going to be remembered as someone that was finally able to overcome and win? And, I mean, he's playing like someone that deserves it.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, what a move that was. Wasn't that on the baseline?
Sick.
Yeah, really well. And watching the game live, I didn't even realize what I was seeing.
It's like I'm watching and one games or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like the
He was
Globetrotters.
looking great.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he was outstanding. I will hope, though, someday, and I hear it's coming next year, this leaning in to get a foul offensively, I think they're going to start calling a foul on the on the offensive player, almost like a charge. Yeah, because it's just phony. It's a phony
thing.
thing.
Dives is phony.
Yeah. Now Beverly, and we have that clip too of what he does out of frustration to Chris Paul. Here we go. You'll get to see it. It's really a pathetic move. It's a cheap shot that could have really hurt this guy. He walks by him here, and there's nothing said. You'll see Beverly. There he goes. Nothing said. Not a word. And you'll see what he did here on this play. But Paul gets hit hard from behind. It's a whiplashing type shot that Beverly gives him. And then you see all the Suns players, but they can't react because they'll get fined.
Yeah.
So you can't do anything. But I got to imagine, though, it had to be in their mind. I mean, that showed great restraint.
Oh, yeah.
Not to, well, you'll have to watch it and see, especially if you missed
the rest of the playoffs.
Booker was having a lot of conversation with the crowd. Well, here goes Beverly. When he's not expecting it, wham, he got him good in the back. And,
There's no need for that.
You'll see it really good here. How he's. That was a good shot. I mean, that wasn't embellishing because he didn't even know what was going to happen. Robin.
Yeah, Beverly's been dirty the whole series. He's the one that broke Booker's nose too.
Incidental. That wasn't on purpose.
No,
that was incidental.
But I just feel like he's been playing kind of dirty the whole time, and this was just like the final straw for him.
Well, he knew it was over.
Yeah.
He wanted to leave the court, I think. And there he goes, leaving the court. Wade, I know you've seen a lot. You've played a lot. That's pretty dirty. I mean, that's pretty cheap. Let's say cheap, right?
Mm-hmm. Very dirty.
From the back.
Very dirty. So, not even during gameplay as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's
Face
reason to be
the guy
objective.
face to face when you want to do something.
exactly.
right. And every Suns player there had to restrain themselves. Like you see, a big guy, number 99. Geez, I'm forgetting his. Crowder. You could see, and he had to restrain himself because they would have been the one who got suspended. What's going to happen to Beverly? A fine?
Probably
That's probably
all
it.
you'll get, yeah.
And you would imagine, though, come next year, the Suns will have a regular season game where they're not going to have to worry about that. Who would care if you get suspended a game?
I'm sure the rivalry will be there though for a while. So
Yeah. So that's Beverly. The only thing about Beverly, I will say, if he doesn't do that, if that's not happening, that nonsense, you want him on your team because he is a good defender. I mean, he's incredible how he plays defense, minus that situation. But because you'd want him, I'd want him on my team.
Oh yeah,
But
heck of a ball player.
not doing that. So the Phoenix Suns, they take it 4-2. They're awaiting the Milwaukee Bucks and Atlanta Hawks, and the Suns have just mowed through the playoffs. The Lakers
Making it look easy too.
just going right on through. And they were without Johnson last night, who's one of their best bench players, I know, the other night. But that's fine. I mean, injuries are part of the game. What are you going to do? And that's how it works. But Devin Booker had a good game with 22 points. And I'm going to be honest, looking at Milwaukee or Atlanta, boy, I just can't see how the Suns don't win the championship because
I see them playing Milwaukee. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, but I don't even know if they could I think they'll beat them in 5 or 4. They're too slow, Milwaukee. To me, it's a very slow team. And if it's Atlanta, the matchups are just outrageously horrible for Atlanta. Against the East isn't. The East has problems. In the NBA. Yeah. Especially when super team collapses and gets hurt and everything else.
2 or 3 powerful teams, and after that, it's
really bad.
Yeah.
When Milwaukee was supposed to be one of them, and they're showing you kind of that they're not. I don't know.
They got a decent team. I mean, they got speed, but
For coaching.
Milwaukee
helps them out.
After they take an ass whooping the next day, the next game, they come back and they whoop ass.
Yeah. You see, for me, I don't know what they got other than Giannis. I mean, I see Middleton. I like Drew Holiday. But it's kind of a I don't know. I think they're missing a piece.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Giannis is going to be there long enough for them to make a piece. You know what I mean? He might go on his way.
They pick up a couple guys next year.
They're going to need something. Like you got Damian Lillard. He's the guy that everyone wants. So
well, when Giannis is going to be taken off, now your guy's gone. You might as well start fresh.
Yes.
Because you ain't looking for the missing piece anymore.
No.
You lost the biggest piece.
You lost your piece. Yeah. You get those windows. We were talking about windows.
Windows
and you
are like
can't,
4 or 5 years.
Yeah, and then it's slammed,
the door slammed shut.
and then it's it. Then you're done. All right. So why don't we move on over to the Atlanta series, which is still going on, which is there we go. Yeah. Okay, we got the Hawks up on the screen for you there. Check out some of their game last night. Was what game was that last night, Robin? That game 3? Game 4? Game 5? I'm really I'm in another world. Game 5, right? And the Bucks win 3-2. 123 to 112. Without Giannis was out, and Trae Young was out. So we had everyone gone. This is a game in the regular season I wouldn't watch. There's no one on the floor that gives you that kind of feeling. Yeah, no, it's a tough one to watch. But Brook Lopez, what a game. Taking over for Giannis, he had 33 points. Drew Holiday, 25. Middleton was 26. And Bobby Portis Jr. was 22. And when I say these names, it makes me sick because a lot of them are ex-Knicks. Atlanta, Bogdanovich had a good game, 28. Lou Williams with 17. John Collins, 19. And Gallinari, another ex-Knick, with 19. Unfortunately, Red Velvet there did not do much. He only had 8 points, Red Velvet. Huter.
Knicks back right now.
Yeah. Huter's going to have to wake up.
Yeah.
He can't have 8. Great nickname, though, Red Velvet, isn't it?
Sure is.
It's a great nickname. I like it.
Shaq and Barkley don't like it.
Yeah, that made no sense. I don't know what the problem was with
They
Red.
couldn't bring themselves to call another man Red Velvet.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
The hell's that got
Probably
to...
jealous.
Red velvet's nice. It's a cake.
Yeah.
And it's, there's nothing wrong with red velvet. It's like Sweetness
I
with
like
Walter
Shaq,
Payton.
too.
What about Sweetness? That's a
Yeah.
great name.
That's a good one.
I don't know. So anyways, the Bucks take a 3-2 lead on the the outmatched Hawks, as they've been all, except with the Knicks. They were definitely the better team there, but they've been outmatched.
Outmatched.
Yeah. And without
Basically
Trae
lately,
Young, it's tough. Although without Trae Young, they beat them Game 4.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the Bucks handily, 110-88. And that was because I'll tell you this one guy though, Lou Williams has been come out of nowhere
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
for Atlanta. Like I said, they're going to need help from Capella and Huter and all that to try to get back into
Game
this.
6, if they don't do it, it's
It's over.
It's over.
It's over, yeah, that's it. Before games of 2 win Milwaukee. Saturday night at 8:30 will be Game 6 of Milwaukee and Atlanta. And Robin, Game 6, Milwaukee and Atlanta. We shift to Atlanta. What do you think? I think you're going to have Young play. I think he plays. I don't know about Giannis yet, but I'm going to be willing to bet Young plays Game 6. I think.
I think that's the difference maker there is whether Giannis plays as well. I think if they both play, the Bucks close it out here. I think if Trae Young plays and Giannis doesn't, we go one more game before the Bucks close it out.
Wade, what do you think about Game 6? We're going back to Atlanta. We know, I'm pretty convinced Young's going to play. The other one, Giannis, I don't know. Not sure. Yeah, game time type stuff. But he did have a really bad hyperextended knee.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, it looked terrible when it happened.
I thought he tore it, but
I
I'm
thought
lucky
did
that
too,
he
but
didn't.
When he was putting pressure on it, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. What do you think, Game 6?
I'm going to say, even though I didn't like the team that much, it's with Giannis hurt, I'm going to go with the Hawks.
Right.
Probably winning the whole thing.
John?
I like the Bucks winning, no matter who's going to be in there,
Right.
if Young plays or not. But the Bucks are going to finish it off.
And for me, I got to go with Wade. I think Atlanta's going to win the series. I think they're going to win Game 6. I think, and then if they win Game 6, they're winning Game 7. I truly believe that Milwaukee. I've learned this through sports my whole time. When you have a chance to knock someone out, you got to do it. Because Game 7, anything can happen, and we've shown anything can happen in the series because Atlanta has beaten them without Trae Young, and with Giannis on the court. So it doesn't really matter. And I think, I'm going to go with Atlanta also, and I think they're going to win the series. We'll see when we come back. We'll know next week what has happened, but I feel like we're going to go with, I think they're going to win. I've become a big fan of Young. I enjoy watching him play. He's a lot like Curry with Golden State.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, but, I think if he were to move on, though, what the funny thing is, if they move on to play the Suns, I don't think they defend it well. Where I think Milwaukee has that with that
Yes.
P.J. Tucker. I think they do. And Middleton.
Mm-hmm.
I think they probably have. My problem is, Giannis on the court or not on the court, there's something about him come playoff time that makes me feel like he's one of those, and it might be like a Chris Paul thing,
Oh, yeah.
where if he has a chance, and he'll fumble. Like the ball will just jump out of his hands. It's like the Browns when Ernest Biner's fumbling. It's just I don't know what it is about him, but he just fumbles. So I don't have much confidence in him, but
We'll find out soon.
yeah, we're gonna find out Saturday night at 8:30. Yeah. Any other thoughts, John, on that? Before I cut it off and we
No,
take a
it's-
commercial break here.
I hope it ends well for whatever team.
Well, you want Milwaukee,
I
don't
want
you?
Milwaukee, but I hope it's a good game. That's all I'm
Yeah.
looking for.
Yeah, the last game was a tough one, but like I said, it was so weird because I know in a regular season game you wouldn't watch it.
Yeah.
And that's really unfortunate because some of the players really come up big. I mean, Brook Lopez, what a night. I mean, at 33 points, you don't even miss Giannis at that
A
point.
lot of people didn't get to see Milwaukee a lot because their games are at 8:30, 9
Yeah.
o'clock at night.
Yeah, you don't see.
Oh.
Yeah, right. I mean, the Midwest, you don't really
Midwest.
see it. Yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense. And you certainly didn't see Atlanta much because they weren't considered anything but a team that might get in, like the Knicks,
Sure.
in the Knicks category. When Julius Randle was playing the way he did in the regular season, they were equals. when he came into the playoffs, Julius Randle did nothing. So, why don't we take a break? We'll take a short break. We'll be back, and we are going to get into our way too early NFL predictions of the divisions, wild cards, and maybe even a Super Bowl winner. We'll be back in a moment.
Hi, are you stuck in your business? Are you facing a lot of struggles and obstacles to take your business to the next level online? Do you want to empower your business, scale it, and level it up? We are here for you. If you are just starting out, small business or big business, whatever, we will help you to level it up. Go fast and far away from your competitors to a limit that will impress them. They will see you as king of the niche. Get more traffic, more leads, more audience. Go viral equals more ideal customers and more sales. Unlock the top secrets of sales and secrets of online success. As you see, we are living in a digital transformational in all fields. New updates, creative ideas, and new advanced strategies. Do it with us right now and save your time and money. Pass all the obstacles and struggles that face you or will face. Let's rock your target. If you don't act right now, believe me, your competitors will catch our rocket to reach a higher than you and faster than your business. Time equals money. Procrastination equals more regrets.
First off, we're going to talk about the NFL here in a second, but no one covers the NFL like Gorillas Inc. does, because
For sure.
not only we will be, Wade's going to be, he's going to have an NFL show starting probably closer to the season, I assume. So we cover it. Wade's new show, the Van Valkenburg Report, or Van Valkenburg, is that what it's called?
Van Valkenburg Manifesto.
Manifesto. How could I forget that? And his co-host, Ivanov.
Alice Ivanov, yeah,
She's all right.
very thick accent. I hope you guys are able to
Understand her.
Oh.
I'm sure you will. She is. She's going to be a great co-host, and I look forward to working with her.
So do I. So do we. We all do here at Gorillas
Yeah.
Inc. Can't wait to work with her, and I can't wait to talk to her about that, about Russia, the Soviets. I want to talk about Tretiak. I'm serious. I want to talk about the iron. Yeah, remember the Summit Series?
Yeah.
It's 72, 76. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a great show.
Before her time, though.
Yeah, well, be with her parents, grandparents probably.
Yeah.
Or maybe she is related to Tretiak.
You never
Who
know.
knows? Oh, he could be. One of the greatest goalies to never play in the NHL, right? Remember, he was I think the Blackhawks drafted him. And then he ended up coaching a little bit.
Maybe Mogilny's her cousin.
Yeah, that's true. Alex McGillney. Maybe it'd be better if right now for her if Ovechkin,
Yeah.
because that guy there, man, he's close to breaking some records. We were talking, I gotta get off of hockey. We're talking about football now.
that's good.
What do you want from me? You get all shook up. You see this stuff happening and
know.
shows are. I love that commercial. Wade, that's a great one. That is an
Best one
outstanding
yet.
commercial. Do we know what day we want to have this? Have you thought about a day for the show? I can't remember. Maybe you told me already.
We're releasing in August, probably the third, fourth week of August, but I'm actually thinking it's probably going to be on after Citizens United.
Nice, perfect. I'm glad. Oh, good. So we can kick it off. That's nice. Citizens United. Well, that's really good. Outstanding. Because then you're going to be here and we can talk about it. To build up the. All right. What do you think, John? That's great. I love it. Thank you. It's outstanding stuff happening here at Gorillas Inc. And as you see those commercials too, real quick before we get in the NFL, if you're a business around here or anywhere, think about that. Think about what you just saw with that airplane and all that. You could have that for yourself.
Get a hold of us.
Yeah.
And it ain't going to cost you hundreds or thousands of dollars like it would in other places.
Yeah. Just even the Gazette. Yeah.
This is inexpensive. We want to help local businesses. We don't want to break their bank.
Yeah, we're helping each other. All right, let's get to the NFL, and I'm calling it the way too early, obvious predictions because we don't have training. I think we only had OTAs, and you don't know certain things. We don't know, of course, but there are going to be some things.
Camp's like 27, 28 days away now.
Wow, we're so close. We're very close to kick off, and can't wait, of course. So let's think about. Let's go division by division, and we're going to give you your division winners. We'll do it for the both, and then wild cards. John, I'm going to let you go first, and then I know you've been going there for 45. I don't know how many years. The AFC East. Is it clear cut Buffalo's division?
No, I'm not going to say that, but I'm taking Buffalo, but there's going to be some surprises. And I see New England as a surprise, not just because Wade's here. And that's the way I look at it.
Right.
And I see them finishing a strong second in the AFC East.
Right.
And
So
I see Miami ending up in third.
and the Jets.
Then the Jets, they're going to be down there for a while, I guess, for a couple years
I think.
with this quarterback.
Yeah.
Wilson.
Yeah. They call him. I've seen some comparisons of him that weren't too great, but I don't know. Some people called him Johnny Manziel, but I don't think it's like that.
No,
I don't see it like that. I thought Manziel was way too small, anyways. Robin, AFC East.
AFC East, I definitely have Buffalo taking the division. I think they're the most well-rounded team. I think they're the most talented team in the division. But unlike John, I'm thinking Miami's going to come in second and is actually going to compete for a wild card.
Yeah, don't give your wild cards out yet, please,
All right,
until I ask. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I mean, you can do what you want, but just wait because we got that coming up. All right, Wade, AFC East, your thoughts?
I believe the Patriots are going to win the division, especially because all the players that are coming back, they didn't have a terrible season last year, and they were missing more than half their defense. Yeah. What we did in free agency, oh my God, we're stacked.
Right.
So I see us winning the division, and I see the Bills. At second place, I actually am calling the Dolphins my biggest disappointment of the year.
Yeah. Now, for me in the AFC East, it's Buffalo. I'm concerned a little bit about, and I'm not concerned because I guess I don't care, but Zach Ertz, this whole story about Zach Ertz, how many balls are there to go around? I mean, sometimes I just wonder. You just keep adding things into the mix.
Yeah.
You might want to just take it light. You got Diggs. You got all these people. It went well last year.
They don't need any more. I mean, you're set.
Yeah, I mean, even Hollister, they had that other tight end that maybe, I can't remember his name, John, but he could be good. I mean, he got some...
Gilliam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so what, I don't know. But I mean, that's my only thing. I mean, if you're expecting to catch 80 balls as Zach Ertz, you're not gonna,
No.
right? You won't catch
It's going
80.
to be a spread offense, and it's not going to happen.
Yeah, so I don't see it. But I do think Buffalo wins the AFC East. John, let's go to the AFC North. Give me your thoughts on the division winner.
I'm still having a toss-up on that.
Toss-up.
Oh,
Okay. Who are you
Yeah.
tossing it up with?
I like Cleveland. I mean,
Yeah.
between them and Pittsburgh, but I took Cleveland to win it.
Robin?
I took Cleveland as well. I actually was looking at CBS Sports, and they have them ranked as the third overall team.
Yeah.
Out of the 32 teams, they've got Cleveland ranked third overall, so I was impressed with that. I think they've got a talented offensive line and group of receivers. They've obviously got great running game. I see them taking this division for sure.
Yeah, you're going to need your own show soon. What the hell's going on? No, I'm just joking. Wade, the AFC North.
I also see the Browns. I wish I didn't see the Browns there, but I do see the Browns winning the division. And that's only because Lamar Jackson has nobody to throw to. They didn't fix that problem in the offseason. They should have. That's the only problem over in Baltimore. And if that could be fixed before the season starts, I would like Ravens' chances if they had better receivers.
For me, it's the Browns, who I think has the best running game, in the league with Chubb and Hunt, and I don't know. I think they're going to have I think they might win 13 games, 13-4, 12-5, something like that. I think Cleveland's awfully good. But all right, let's move on. John, AFC South.
I got to go with Tennessee. They're the powerhouse. They're just going to be too tough, that team they got this year.
Robin.
I have the Titans as well. I think the addition of Julio Jones is huge. He does nothing but help Tannehill and Derrick Henry. So I definitely go with the Titans here as well, although I think it's one of the weaker divisions.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Unless you get the Colts, you add the Colts into that. Wait.
And like you just said, I have it almost a toss-up between the Titans and the Colts. The toss-up there is because that Colts defense is much better than that Titans defense.
Yeah.
And Julio is going over to the Titans, and hasn't his problem been for the past years being over in Atlanta how Atlanta had no defense?
Yes.
It's like he's almost coming into that same team, that powerhouse offense with no defense there. So that's what ruins the Titans this year is their defense. And it doesn't matter how good your offense is if your defense is giving up 30 or more.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So who'd you go with, the Titans or the Colts?
It's a toss-up.
Toss-up? Okay,
Yeah,
toss-up.
yeah.
All right. For me, it's the Titans only because, and this will only work for them if Derrick Henry controls stuff. I mean, it's got to go through him, certainly not Julio Jones. That'd be their only way because I do agree with Wade on the defense. I think they need to run and hope Henry's as good as he was and there's no, step backs or anything like that. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Titans only because the Colts, I don't believe I've seen Wentz prove to me that he can finish the season. When he did, and I think it's too far gone, I think he was awfully good that one year with Philly. I think the injuries have taken a toll to where he's not the same anymore, and I don't know if he'll ever be the same. But if he could prove me wrong by playing the season, but I'd be stunned. I mean, it doesn't really materialize for him. But if he is like he was in Philadelphia that one year, they could win. They could easily win that division. It's all on him. It's all on Wentz. Because they don't have a running game as of much. the Colts.
I like this. I like the system of Frank Reich, and that's what I see almost. I see Bill Belichick almost just in Frank Reich, where you do your job. Rivers wasn't great last year, but
Right.
you know what? They were a good team,
Yeah.
and because they did their job.
Yeah, no, he's the key. I think Wentz is the key because if he goes down like he normally does, obviously it's over. Just like that for most of the teams. John, no, go ahead.
Jacoby Brissett is not a bad. Brissett's
Yeah.
still there. He's not. A bad
He might be,
quarterback.
yeah. No, he's not bad, but I don't know. I don't know if he's in the. Maybe he hasn't given a chance. Is he in the same category? I don't know. Maybe. Could he be Tannehill if he was given the opportunity? Was he ever given an opportunity, Brissett, anywhere?
With the Colts the year
Yeah.
before Rivers,
Yeah.
he didn't do too bad, and he won with New England out of 3 out of 4 games.
Right. Yeah, we don't know. I guess that's another thing. We just don't even know about Brissett. Interesting. John, let's move on to the AFC West.
Sure.
Go ahead. Give me your ideas, what you think about the West.
I got to go with Kansas City. They're going to have probably 12 or 13 wins. And I'm looking at the Chargers to be right behind them.
Yeah.
A young Kansas City type team coming up in the ranks.
Yeah, Chargers look good.
Mm-hmm.
They really do. And they have, who did we say? Eckler is still their running back.
Yes.
And, yeah, it's a really good team out there. Robin. West.
I've got Kansas City. I think adding Joe Thuney.
Wait a minute. Did you say Joshua Kelly?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, he got drafted, right, this year, right? Joshua Kelly. That's our guy, Brian, here. Hey, Brian. What's going on?
Hey, Brian.
Chime in whenever you like.
Thank you.
No, it's fine by me, of course. You know what you're talking about. It's our guy, Brian, another Gorillas Inc. Part owner and everything else here. We'll be talking to Brian because he knows his football. We really got to get you to come on, Brian.
Sure.
Anytime.
All right. Robin, sorry I cut you off. Go with the West.
I guess I should be used to it.
You're in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget exactly where I was, but
But you-
I
well,
definitely-
you just
I
say who's gonna
definitely
win.
think that Kansas City is going to be the winner.
Winner.
Oh, you had their additions.
Yeah, Thuney, Jaron Reed, Orlando Brown. I think it all just shores things up and only helps.
Who did they lose? I'm gonna forget. Whatever. I think Fisher or somebody. One of those offensive
was
linemen.
Fisher.
Yes.
Yeah. So, you guys back there, Wade, Brian, whatever. You guys, Wade, what do you think? Who wins the West?
The Chargers.
Chargers?
They got the new coach. The problem last year with the Chargers was the coaching. They were in every single game except for that Bills game where they just blew it. Every single game they were losing by a field goal-ish. So that changes this year. They got a new coach, very young team, and geez, how could you not like Herbert?
Yeah. Brian, who do you think wins the West?
I think Kansas City. I mean, they really didn't lose much. And I mean, Mahomes. We've seen him throw dimes horizontal from the ground.
Yeah.
He's an amazing talent.
Yeah, so I think we're all, except for Wade, you're thinking the Chargers take that division. All right, so that is the AFC. Let's do the divisions in the NFC, and then we'll head on to our wild cards. For me, I didn't even mention who I think. I think it's going to be Kansas City also, for everything that everyone has said. But I think the Chargers are good, and they're good. Why don't we go to the NFC East? John started off for us. Who's going to win?
That's a lot of good teams in that division, but I'm going with the Giants. The reason being because they got a nice young quarterback in Jones.
All right.
And I'm taking the Giants with like 13 wins.
Whoa. Yeah, good call. All right. The Giants. Robin.
I like Washington to win the NFC East.
Yeah.
I think it's all going to rest on Fitzpatrick, obviously. Like we've been talking about how important the quarterback is. They've got a great team around him. It's just a matter of if he can lead them to victory or not.
Yeah, good defense, huh?
Yeah.
Very good. Brian, NFC East.
I will go with the football team. 1, because I love their name,
Yeah.
and 2, because Ryan Fitzmagic, Chase Young on the other side of the ball. They got a pretty good squad.
Yeah. Wait.
You know, I like Washington
Yes.
go to the Super Bowl this year.
Right.
They have a solid young team. Terry McLaurin. I mean, Gibson over there. Fitz has that experience that all he has to do is not lose it for him.
Right.
And they're going to win their games. They're going to win their division, and I see them going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the defense will make Fitzmagic not have to put the whole game on his shoulders like he's had to everywhere.
Right.
Who's the running back again?
Antonio Gibson.
Gibson,
Okay.
Something.
Next, for me, it's Dallas. I'm going to go with the Cowboys to win the East. I like Dak, and I think if he's healthy, it's going to be 2 on the running game. Elliott, if he's can be the same as he's always been. But I'm going to go with Dallas. I like the receivers there, and I just think I think the division, for me, I think the division is really weak. So I think Dallas would be the one that wins that division. Let me go to the NFC North with you, John. Go ahead.
I'm going with Chicago. Reason being because Green Bay doesn't know who their quarterback's going to be yet. And it's like Chicago winning the division there with 12 wins.
Well, let's all pray. Robin, go ahead.
I've got Green Bay with the caveat that Rodgers is playing and on board. I think that if he is his normal self, that they have the most talented team. Drafting Amari Rodgers, they'll have Adams, their running game with Jones and Dillon. I just think that they're the team to beat in the North as long as Rodgers is himself.
Brian?
I'm hoping for the Packers, but I'm hoping that Jordan Love takes them there because my cousin said if he wins the Super Bowl, he's going to sell all of his rookie cards and then go to Las Vegas. So,
Yeah, right.
Go Packers.
Go Packers. Oh, God. Wade, what do you think?
I think this is going to be the NFC East of last year.
Right.
It's almost a toss-up.
Who's
Whoever's going to win probably is going to maybe get in there with into the playoffs, win that division with only 7-8 wins, I think, just like last year in the NFC East.
Right.
And I see the Bears and the Packers competing for it. Field stays healthy, I'll go with the Bears.
Yeah. I'm going to assume Rodgers is going to play there, just because I don't know anything else. So I think Green Bay wins the North. If for some reason he doesn't, Minnesota, Green Bay, they're all going to be in the mix. Chicago. If Fields does come in and play, I think that changes everything for Chicago. I think that makes them. I think that'll make them, because they're still good defensively. I think it'll make them dynamic enough to win maybe 10 or 11 games. 10 because there's 17 games now this year. So they go 10-7. Something like that, but it's on Fields. I don't think Andy Dalton's going to be the answer to help them not go 8-9 again or 9-8 or one of those stupid things. So definitely, I'm gonna go with the Packers. If Rodgers is there, you just can't. I mean, he's too much. He's too good. But anyhow, let's go to the NFC South, John.
I want to go with Tampa, of course, with Tom Brady there.
Yeah.
I just don't see any other team in that division doing anything.
Yeah.
And
Tampa.
they could be back in the Super Bowl too.
Yeah, definitely. Robin.
I also picked Tampa. Tom Brady knows how to repeat Super Bowls. They have the same 22 starters that they won with, so I don't see them being anything but a force to be reckoned with all the way through the playoffs.
Yeah. Brian.
I hate to admit Tampa Tom, but I mean, yeah, they have 22 starters returning from a Super Bowl championship with, probably the GOAT.
And I also see the Bucks because all 3 of the other teams got worse.
Yeah.
And they all lost key pieces to their teams, so there's no competition. I don't think Darnold is going to come in his first year and be what he could be. But it's obviously Bucks are going to take that.
Yeah, the NFC is very weak as a whole, And like you said about the North, I think the South is the same way. I mean, it's awfully, awfully weak. And if Tampa, let's say, I mean, you probably could win that division with 10 wins. 10-7, 9-8, just like but I got to go with Tampa.
Yeah, 10
of course.
wins at least.
I mean, they're just too much. They really are. To me, they're too much. NFC West, John.
I want to go with Seattle and Russell Wilson there.
Yeah.
He ain't got much time left, but he's gonna probably still be up there. And
They just got to protect them.
yeah, they're gonna do some damage, Seattle.
Robin?
I've got the Rams. I think their defense is one of the best in the league. You got Ramsey and Donald, just to name a couple. Stafford still has Woods and Cup to work with. You got Akers as the running back. I think they're a pretty well-rounded team. I think they're going to take the West, which, in my opinion, is the toughest division, the NFC West.
Ryan.
You're right. There's a lot of competition out in the West there. I mean, it really is a toss-up. I would like to see the 49ers, especially after their last season where they just got depleted in week 3. I think everybody was broken. So it'd be nice to see them get back to competitive levels.
Wade?
I like the Seahawks. I like the Cardinals. I was going to go Seahawks winning the division, but they didn't really fix their offensive line at all, so that's an issue. So I will go with Arizona. Kyler Murray, the guy can keep plays alive, and just when you think you got him, you don't. He is really an underrated quarterback for the out of them early quarterbacks that have only been in the seasons for a couple of years. So they added Rondell Moore into the draft. They got AJ Green over there now. Like their receivers it's stacked over there.
Yeah.
When we're not even talking about DeAndre Hopkins, so
Kirk,
Christian Kirk, yeah,
Mhm.
right.
So I just see Arizona really.
And I think James Conner ended up there too from the Steelers,
Yeah.
the running back. So he's over there. So yeah, I'm going to go with Seattle because but I love the Cardinals too. DK Metcalf and all that, and I do like their coach. I think Pete Carroll's a good one, and I think last year, I think they can do some things hopefully to not allow him to get hit so much. And I think their defense is still pretty good. I don't have a problem with Seattle's defense. I'm going to go with the Seahawks to win that division.
One of one of the most competitive divisions in the NFL.
Yes, definitely. All right, let's go to some wild cards. So basically second place, whatever. Wild cards, John, for the AFC.
I'm going with Chargers, Ravens, and Colts.
All right, Chargers, Ravens, Colts, Robin.
I've got Baltimore, Miami, and Pittsburgh.
Baltimore, Miami, Pittsburgh. I don't know, Brian. I know you weren't prepared. Do you want to throw some? Maybe. If let's say Buffalo wins, right?
Yeah, Buffalo
the East
wins. I don't think New England is gonna be able to top out like the Chargers.
Right.
The Colts. You said they have no run game, but I mean Jonathan Taylor.
That's true. Yeah, that's right. I actually forgot about him. I hate him too.
Yeah,
he played for Wisconsin. I hate him. Yes. All right. Yeah.
He's a little fast bowling ball.
He is good. I shouldn't have said that. I'm wrong. You're right. Jonathan Taylor's good.
Yeah.
Really good.
He's a bulldozer.
It's a bastard. Yeah. In the Big Ten, he was a maniac.
Yeah. So
Good one.
I think they grab then the Chargers. I mean, and I like to see Joey Burrow pull up the.
Wouldn't that be
Cincinnati
something? Yeah.
And grab the third spot there.
Wade, any thoughts on wild cards in the AFC?
I see the Bills getting a wild card because I see them finishing with a better record than maybe some of a couple of the division winners of different divisions. However, the Patriots are going to win that division. I'll put up any money on that.
We will come up with a
okay, good.
So I see the Bills getting in as a wild card, and I'm going to go with. it's either going to be like I stated earlier, I was on the fence with the Colts and the Titans. Whoever doesn't win that division,
Right.
it's going to be the other team that gets the wild card. So Colts or Titans still on the fence. Who wins the division? Who gets that other wild card?
Just for a point of clarification, you have the Chargers winning the West, and so then the Chiefs aren't going to be a wild card team?
Thanks for pointing that out, Brian.
I didn't even know what the hell's going on. Well, yeah.
Good point.
All right. No, yeah. Let me get my wild. No, it's all right. I didn't even know Jonathan Taylor was playing, and I should have. God, he was a thorn in the side of Ohio State. All right. So my wild cards are New England, Baltimore, and the Chargers. Those are my 3 wild cards. And let's move on to the NFC wild cards. John, go ahead.
I'm going to have the Rams, Cowboys, and the Cardinals.
All right. Anything to elaborate on those guys? No? That's it. There they are. That's right. I like that. Robin.
I've got the Cardinals, the Cowboys, and the Seahawks.
All right. We're all kind of on the same page. I don't know. I said Brian just walked in. Any thoughts on what you could have?
Man. The NFC, you're right. The NFC is pretty weak through and through. So it could be anybody's game. Mm-hmm. Like, there's a few teams, obviously, that are not making it, at all in the NFC. But, like, either, the Giants or the Eagles could sneak in there. Or, with the West being so, competitive, that actually might hurt to be able to get a wild card out of the West.
Right.
Because they got to face each other, so I don't have an answer for you, long story short.
Right. All right. Wade, anything?
I like the Seahawks to get in as a wild card. Like I said, Arizona's going to win that division. And I will go with the Panthers as well. I see the Panthers being a team that has made some great moves this offseason. So it's just going to get better after this year. So I really see that team as a build team that will just make it.
I mean, CMC, he stays strong this year. I mean, he's... Oof.
I know. He's
like
a joystick type thing. Yeah. For me, I got the Cardinals and the Rams. And then the third one was hard because, like Brian was saying, it could be the Eagles, could be the Giants, could be the Redskins, and because I have the Redskins not winning the division. The Bears, I think, will give it a run, especially if Fields plays. Carolina, there's so many. Even San Francisco, I don't know. I mean, all of it. Whoever gets that spot, though, will probably have a losing record, I think. Like 8-9 or something. One of those types. Just like how the Bears backed in last year at 8-8.
Or it could
for
be
no apparent reason.
Be a 10-win team.
Yeah, no, I know. So that's a tough one. I'll just throw the Bears in there, but I don't know. If Justin Fields doesn't play, they have no chance. So, anyone want to give me a conference winner? Anybody got conference winner on their mind? Anything? Do you know who's going to win the AFC, NFC conference?
The Bills.
There you go. There's one.
I'm going with Buffalo to play Tampa in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Sorry, Wade.
Kansas City and Tampa Bay in the Super Bowl.
I really don't think you guys understand what New England did this offseason and how they're
But
getting
I got to wait a minute. But what about their quarterback?
Yeah,
they don't
who's
have
chucking the
one.
ball?
Who's going to be the quarterback?
We got Cam Newton. And
Isn't he messed? I thought he was dinged
we
pretty
had, We had
good.
Mac Jones, who,
He might be good though.
This is what I
Jones.
was stating earlier. Like, we have the greatest coach of all time. As long as somebody can come in there
That's
and
true.
fill in, not mess up, we win.
Yeah,
I don't think everyone could be as well. I was just trying to think of. I don't think everyone could be as receptive to Belichick's coaching perfection demands like Tom Brady.
I don't know, because when you look at the previous years, like when Garoppolo came in, when Jacoby Brissett came in, we were still winning our games. We won our games with going up to a third-string quarterback.
That was a way better team.
Who was that one guy that won?
No, it wasn't, because what we did this
I can't think either.
offseason was unbelievable.
Well, wide receiver core. I know they got 2 tight ends, but what wide receiver core did they get?
I don't know.
We
I don't know.
We
I-
got
Name
squad.
the name of
The
Saturday.
defense. The
Patriots.
defense is.
Patriots.
The defense is the most solid thing.
Yeah.
The defense
No,
was-
I don't. So who, are they going to the Super Bowl? You
No.
think out of the AFC?
No. They will win the conference. I see. Man, I kind of almost see the Chargers going to the Super Bowl this year.
Against, I know who you, and the Redskins. Chargers, Redskins, Super Bowl.
That's
That would be fun.
Mm.
I like
I
it.
mean, I would watch that.
I'd watch that oh my God, yeah. Well, for me, I have the Browns winning the AFC, and I have Tampa winning I have Seattle winning the NFC, with the Browns finally winning a Super Bowl this year, after all this time, after all
Super
these
Bowl,
sad years.
It's in LA this year, too.
Yeah, well, I think Cleveland finally does it, giving us all hope, and, that maybe we could actually someday win, we being all of us, whatever
Yeah.
teams you like that haven't won in any sport.
Any sport.
So I'm going to go with the Browns to beat Seattle in the Super Bowl. This is way too early. This is really ridiculous, and I'm sure we'll hold on to this and look at it later, because this isn't, we're just past Canada Day, July 1st, Bobby Bonilla Day.
Let's do this again at the end of August.
Yes, we will. And so that's going to be it. We're going to wrap it up here. Don't forget Gorillas Inc. You saw how we do commercials. You saw it, right? Do you
Oh,
see
yeah.
them? If you're a local business out there, you can't do what we're doing like that. Look at that commercial. Go back and watch it. The commercial of Wade's show coming up with the plane and the pamphlets and all that, and the Ivanov. I mean, you can't beat it. So this is Goal Getters. Don't forget about all of our new shows. Check out Gorillas Inc. And we'll see you next week.
Happy 4th.